Good morning. This is Wendy Henley with the Bedford Area Chamber Vibes, Morning Chamber Vibes, coming at you with Woody Watts, Watts Creative. How are you, Woody?
I am doing wonderful. How are you doing this morning?
I am fabulous after a great weekend at the beach.
There you go.
So that was nice. Got a little bit of refreshing beach air. Lots of good walks.
Gosh, that always helps, doesn't it? That salt air.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of clears your head.
Clears your head, gives you a great perspective. And you would not believe the water this weekend was like the perfect temperature.
Oh gosh.
I was surprised because you never know with October, like what it's going to be like. And it was like perfect.
Yeah, it's okay.
It was so nice.
It's not too cold yet.
I know. And then, of course, I'm driving back, and Sunday, the temperature, everything just changed here. It went to fall, like
it was
instantaneously.
Like the switch flip.
So I was so glad I got my last beach time in, right before. So that was cool. So yeah, and then back at it, and lots going on with the chamber world and their chamber world. But we have a special guest this morning. I'm so excited. What a wonderful program. One for School with Catherine Eubank here, creator, inspired by, we're going to get to know what inspired her and what all is entailed with the school that she has. But welcome.
Oh, thank you,
Catherine.
Wendy.
I'm so glad to have you and talk about what you got going on. And we're excited about your ribbon cutting this coming Friday at 4:00. And we're going to be there in Huddleston. So talk to us today about what inspired you and what exactly is the school and why did you start it?
Ooh, well, One for School, let's start with the name. ONE is always capitalized. It's an acronym that stands for Organic Nature Experience. Forest schools originally began in the 50s in Scandinavia, and they're really making a lot of headway from the global pandemic. Parents and educators are looking for more innovative ways to get children outside and in the fresh air and connecting them to nature in a very holistic way. Since about 20 years ago, maybe even 22 years ago, I'm sure everyone remembers Columbine, and that really, I think, awoken the country to these children who are very at risk because they don't know how to deal with their emotions in healthy, sustainable ways. Since Columbine, we've seen an incredible rise in school violence. We've seen a steady rise in drug use and overdose, alcohol abuse, and teen suicide. And it's because these children don't know how to solve their problems. They don't know how to navigate the challenges of life. We all have our ups and downs. So Forest School teaches EQ. That's the emotional quotient, not just IQ. IQ is something that you are born with. But EQ, emotional quotient, teaches self-esteem, confidence, leadership skills, communication skills, how to get along with your friends. It's basically all the things that you need to know in kindergarten, if you recall that book. And children are steadily, over the last 20 years or so, withdrawn from being outside because of our society and how we're living. If we kicked our kids outside today and told them to come home when the streetlights came on, we would probably be arrested for child neglect. So it's not something that's done anymore. There's just too many sad things that happen to children when they're unsupervised. So forest schools have created this open space for children to engage in nature in a safe way. We're still introducing risk because children do need risk in their education to make it fun and involved for them. And we're also teaching children how to fail, because children that understand how to fail will be more resilient. They'll have more grit. They won't give up. They just keep trying and trying and trying. And kids today don't do that. They'll try it one time, they'll say, I can't do this, and they walk away. And that's the end of it.
Right.
And now we're finding adults who are the same way. So now employers are having a horrible time trying to maintain their workforce because these children are all grown up now. And now you're seeing violence in the workplace because when a grown-up gets mad and they don't know how to deal with their problems, they're bringing a gun to work.
Right.
So,
and it just escalates. You're right.
yeah.
And how to fail well. There's many books on that too. And how to become an overcomer.
Yes.
From your failures.
Right.
And move forward. And that is true. That is so, it's a gift for people that have learned it.
Yes.
And got it, that, you can certainly fail, and think about the different people in our history who failed many times.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then came up with brilliant ideas.
Right.
To really help our nation.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you can think of several right on the top of your head, But we have presidents who were in office but failed many times prior to being elected as well. So yeah, failure. I mean, it's okay to fail, but grow from it.
Yeah. It's the only way you can grow is through failure.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your program. So I love that you've got a couple things coming up. Escape the Forest. I love the name. And it just it draws you in for some reason. Like everybody wants to go in the woods, right? And have a fun time. But, puzzle yourself out, puzzle your way out. Talk to us about this adventure.
So it's all based on escape rooms. It's the same premise exactly. You have a menu of 10 different adventures that you get to choose from. And then you would pick your skill level, beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And then we take you down to base camp. We give you your adventure. We set the timer for 90 minutes and boom, the race is on to get out of the forest. We've got lots of puzzles and riddles and all sorts of really fun and interactive and some really tough things, depending on your skill level, to challenge you mentally, not physically. Now,
and the ages that can
7 to 107.
Those are great ages.
Those are great ages. Now, younger children can come, but they're not cognitively good enough to be able to puzzle those types of things out.
Sure. And this is not a one day. So you have, let's see, book your time slots Monday through Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your time slots are 10 to 11:30, 12:30 to 2, and then 3 to 4:30, which is nice because you've got some good times in there where no matter what people are doing, they can, fit in this. And how exciting. And I'm looking at some of your themes: the plane crash, the camping trip, jailbreak, pirate treasure, Survivor. It's like this show, The Survivor, Civil War treasure. We've got Aztec treasure, and let's see, war games. So, oh my goodness, so much fun.
Yeah, it really is.
And so even if kids are in a different school or whatever, they can come out, their parents can do this.
Yeah, it's really great for homeschoolers also who are struggling in math. Because we can design a math game out of this to help realize different math concepts as well.
So they can sign up on your website, correct?
They actually have to call to make a reservation.
Okay. And what is that number?
It's 540-682-6320.
Okay. And they can look up one forest school
Mhm.
and find out more information. And then, of course, you have a school for adults. Talk to us about this and the benefits and what they can receive out of
Right.
it.
So just like children, with COVID, we have found uh, that adults are really suffering from the whole nature deficit disorder. They are enclosed. They're away from people. They are uh, really just very sad. And what we're trying to do is not teach adults how to play in the woods. We're reteaching them how to play in the woods. So Wendy, let me ask you, when was the last time you played tag or hide and seek in the woods with your best friends? Not your family,
Right.
your best friends.
I must have been around, I would say 12.
12. Yeah. Yeah, because life got in the way of your playtime.
Yes.
And the endorphins that are released in your brain when you're running around the forest with your best friends as an adult is probably the greatest feeling that you can ever experience. But adults are really inhibited. They're afraid to be judged. And the forest is a very safe environment for adults to just be themselves without any worry about being a mother or a father or a husband or a wife or a mom or a dad. It's completely different when we take that adult back to their childhood.
So playing tag, I love this. And, I want to talk to you more about our leadership program because we can actually integrate this. But the benefits of playing outdoors, you said, relieves stress, improves brain function, stimulates creativity, just being out in nature improves your memory and problem solving. I mean, this should be something that we all do,
Yes.
just get out. And especially now before, of course it gets cold, but we need to do this seasonally. And it could be something that businesses have within their program for their employees.
Yeah, it should every
Leadership, definitely
right.
programs.
Yeah, and well, the leadership programs would be really great for the Escape the Forest. We've got a lot of companies that have signed
Yes.
up for team building and leadership for the Escape the Forest
I love
program. So this is more. This is more personal. This is on a deeper level to bringing adults a sense of themselves back.
So you would recommend, so let me make sure to tell everyone that's listening. So the Forest School for Adults, do it by yourself, but yet you can bring
with
one
some
other
friends.
person.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So for the games, absolutely, because we have some really great adult games like hide and seek and all of that, and that would be a great team building for companies, absolutely, and leadership as well. Especially the capture the flag.
Well, I see
that's
that.
just a
Yeah,
whole
capture
lot
the
of,
flag.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
a
cool.
whole lot of fun. But for our nature sketching or for our plant ID or for our mud play, that type of thing is
Oh,
more.
mud play sounds fun.
That's more for a smaller group
Okay.
that you already feel safe in.
Right.
Sometimes when you bring your coworkers, there's still a lot of walls
Right.
that you absolutely have to have up to protect yourself in the business world. But if you're with your friends, those walls are usually down and you can really have some fun with your friends.
And so how long, so and get back to the Escape the Forest for the team building skills and all that, and they can choose from which adventure they'd like to do. How long during the year does that?
That's year round.
That is year round. Okay, I want to make that point so that anyone can call you and get that scheduled.
Yeah, even in the cold, even in the really cold, because that's, again, you're building your own immunity, you're building your own resilience, you are anytime that you are engaged in a way that you're not thinking about your physical comfort is when most of your deep learning happens.
And, I love Escape the Forest, but, a lot of us want to escape the office, okay? We
Right.
do want to just get out of the daily and
Yeah.
just get out into the woods.
Yeah.
So it really, to me, would be escape the office, go to the woods.
That's right.
And have fun and play. And, to feel that freedom is so important. And it does get you out of the mundane. And as you said, relieves stress, improves brain function. And if, the employers would think about this and know that, especially after, and, we're still in this pandemic, but it really has taken a toll on people's emotional health and their well-being, not just, health overall. But yet this is something that people can do, and the employers can say, you know what, I want to send out some of our employees to go do some team building, and this is going to help them overall in their workplace.
And they have access to the entire nature preserve. So we plot out, they're given a map at the beginning of the game. That's part of their adventure. And it takes them throughout the entire preserve. So they really have a sense of being engulfed in the middle of a forest for their adventure. And it is all connected by trails because we are a school.
Right.
So it's not dangerous. But we do have the flyer looking a little scary just to grab at your imagination.
And especially right now, we're getting into the Halloween time and everybody's going, oh, what is this? Escape the Forest. And, is it scary or whatever? But I mean, it's
it is
fun,
not scary at all.
Not scary, fun. Nope. Choose your skill level. It says, you've got beginner, intermediate, advanced. So, when you're choosing which one that you want to do, I'm sure it's marked of which level, so they know.
Well, we have most adults, unless they are really good at doing escape rooms, unless they already have that in behind them, then we suggest starting out at a beginner level. So we had a birthday party for some girls, 10-year-old girls come out. And they were beginners, but we're gauging each adventure is crafted individually for that one particular group. So a beginner that is geared towards a 10-year-old is going to be a lot more harder if it was geared towards the beginner for adults. Do you see what I mean?
Sure,
like the adults are going to be really, the tougher than the younger kids, but it's still a beginner level. But we're gauging that on what a typical adult would know, or how to solve for that.
Yes, and then you can, I'm sure, come rescue them if they are out there. And
we follow along.
That's great.
And you do get like 2 little hints if you get really super stuck. We help, but after the 3rd try, if you still can't do it, then you just
move
lose.
On. Yeah. But how much fun to go out there and just try it and to do it. And I love it for team building, for different businesses and that kind of thing, and just overall health and well-being. Let's switch gears and talk a little bit about the school. And I don't want to be remiss, and I want people to know how they can help and support your mission. So, but let's talk about the school so they know, how important this is. And, I love that, you have different projects throughout the whole year. If I can just mention a few of those, for September, you've got Native Americans, North American major culture groups, and these are what you're concentrating on with the students. Is that correct?
So our curriculum for our school, we are pre-K through 8th grade, and our curriculum follows American history, and then our focus is on Virginia, because we utilize a place-based education system, because students who understand where they come from and where their home is have a better sense of themselves and a better sense of belonging. So you need that really firm patriotic background of the United States, and then singularly Virginia, because that's where we live. So each month.
And you think about how many students need that. Let's just stop right there,
Yeah,
Catherine.
it's
Like, what are we missing in regular
Right.
school? This is it.
Yeah,
You
this is
know,
it.
the theme highlight the creation of the United States, where we came from, where we are right now, and really sinking in roots, making sure that they know who they are, where they are, and what we stand for.
Right.
Focus on Virginia.
Right. So again,
fabulous.
cognitively, when kids are in primary school, and you're talking about countries besides the United States, or even in outer space, they cognitively don't have that imagination yet to understand what you're talking about. It's too far away. They only know their home and where they live. And so when you're teaching this gobbledygook to kids, it's just not making any sense.
There's no
you're
connection
literally
there.
right. You're literally setting your children up to fail when you're sending them to a public school setting where they are told to sit down and be quiet because the teacher has all these things that they have to teach before they can move on to the next thing. And guess what? If little Johnny doesn't get it, I'm sorry, little Johnny's just going to get left behind. Or if little Johnny is bored because he gets it, I'm sorry, little Johnny, but the other kids aren't there yet. So you're just going to have to sit there and be quiet.
Yeah, and it's so
And
tough.
our school is individually geared towards each child's learning path. So they are not able to move forward until they've completely mastered that one skill.
Yeah, and I love that, you started this how many years ago?
3
years ago. Look how far. I mean, it's incredible. You created it in an effort to address the underlying causes of school violence, drug use, suicide, and just really safeguarding our children through traditional forest school education and connecting children to nature, to get them back to that love and compassion within them, and educating and training them with skills that they're going to need to navigate through life emotionally, to be healthy adults. Think about all of us who have issues. We're like, wait, we just need to get back to the forest.
Right.
And, to have this available right here in our area is phenomenal, Catherine. It really is. And I do want to mention.
We're really proud of our school curriculum. It was developed by our director of education, Janelle Helfer, and then our other board member, Heidi Sutherland. She's our vice president. She is also a teacher and is a history major. So it was really a very inspired and cool thing to pull together this very unique curriculum.
It really is. I don't think is there one anywhere that you know of like this?
No. Forest schools traditionally happen just for preschool and kindergarten. But when the pandemic happened, Bedford County schools didn't open last year. We thought, hey, what the heck? Let's just hire some teachers and create a curriculum. And we are currently in the process of getting our primary school accredited, which we're very
exciting.
It's very exciting. Yeah.
So, and right now you're going through 8th grade.
Yes,
is that correct?
Through 8th grade. And it's a great option also for homeschoolers, because they can do 1, 2, 3, 4 days, even 5 days a week for the homeschoolers. So
nice.
We offer
for a supplement.
Right. So say little Johnny's having trouble in math, then they would just come, whatever the parents wanted times that week, and they would just jump in with our curriculum, because all of our learning each month are project based. So we utilize STREAM, which is STEM plus reading and art, and so we don't have textbooks, we don't have desks, we don't have any indoor areas. And so like last month, our STREAM project focused on Virginia Indians, not just all Indians, but Indians from, the Virginia Indian tribes. And their stream project was to make an Indian village diorama, which was phenomenal.
Oh,
it was a lot of fun. But you're taking from all of those stream aspects, so we're still in line with the Virginia Department of Education. They don't say how to teach these things. They're telling us, before little Johnny can matriculate to the next grade, he needs to know this, 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 and this.
Sure.
So we've come up with a really great way, and I think innovative and exciting way for children who have a hard time sitting down at school to learn all of these things through creating these beautiful projects. This month is the Age of Exploration, and their singular focus is Lewis and Clark, and their stream project is, and they're almost finished with it, is to create their own map of exploration.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah.
You know the kids love that.
Yep.
And then next month you've got colonization, 13 colonies, and where it all began in Jamestown.
Yep.
And December, Revolution, American Revolution, and how it ended in Yorktown. So many different things coming up. It's just exciting. We want to have you back.
And then summer camp. Don't forget.
I
want
to say one for a summer camp, 10-week program for ages 2 to 12. And each week has a different theme, and parents and children can choose when they come. And if they aren't able to attend for the whole summer, they can still do it. So I love that you're partnered up with Ferrum College and Virginia Museum of Natural History to allow some wonderful guest speakers to instruct the children one day each week.
Yeah.
So you have so much, Catherine. It's so exciting to see this and to know that you've come so far in just a short amount of time. Who knows what you're going to offer next?
Well, there was a little
What's
prep time.
next?
there was a little prep time before we opened 3 years ago. We actually had to, create the school.
Right.
And I had to finish my forest school diploma as well. So that took some time.
But it is amazing. I mean, you really have done so much, and I'm sure there's more to come, but I don't want to be remiss. Please, how can people help support what you're doing?
Friday we are having our 3-year anniversary ribbon cutting also at Deerhead from 4 to 7. We're encouraging the community to come out. We've got tours available. We've got a live band. We've got a special guest speaker, Dr. Michael Bentley, who has written 26 books, is a lifelong educator, and one of the books he's written is Connecting Children to Nature. And we'll have 2 fire pits going. We'll have an open buffet, and it's a great time. We're also using this as a fundraising opportunity for us. Since we are a nonprofit, we do offer corporate sponsorships to help supplement our scholarship program, but we do also need and get really great support from the community just by those financial donations. The Escape the Forest program was actually created to help us with a steady income stream. So all the money from that goes right into our programs. So when your company signs up for a corporate retreat for that, just know that every single penny that is spent on the Escape the Forest program goes back into the programs and the schools for the children and the scholarship programs.
And that's a wonderful way to help. And then they can certainly donate to your cause and look you up. One Forest School. Catherine, we thank you so much for coming on today. And we look forward to having you back to hearing more about how this is developed and how many lives are being changed right here in our area. So thank you so much.
No, thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you this Friday at 4 o'clock for the ribbon cutting.